Balt's families, to this week's Sunday Storytime. Get ready to mark your calendars with this week's news and coming events, which will be followed by a news story for the week. Can't wait to find out what it is. And the final segment will be our Mindful Minute with Mrs. Papa. Stay tuned. In this week's events at Balt's, this is the last week for the after-school programs.
Esta es la última semana de la programa después de escuela.
Payment and forms for the BPO's Breakfast with Santa are due on December 10th.
Los formularios del desayuno con Santa de BPO deben ser entregados el día 10 de diciembre.
This month's BPO meeting is on December 11th from 6 to 7 p.m. Childcare and activities for children are included.
Nuestra próxima reunión de BPO es el día 11 de diciembre de 6 a 7. Cuido para niños será incluido.
One more reminder about safety during dismissal. Please join the car rider line if you come in a car to pick up. There is no parking during dismissal on the district office side of the building.
Recuerdo sobre la seguridad durante la despedida. Por favor, usa la línea de carros. No hay estacionamiento durante ese tiempo en el edificio del distrito.
Thank you for watching another episode of Sunday Storytime. I'm Mrs. O'Brien and I teach second grade. And tonight I will be reading The Mitten by Jan Brett. Once there was a boy named Nicky who wanted mittens made from wool as white as snow. At first, his grandmother Baba did not want to knit white mittens. If you drop one in the snow, she warned, you'll never find it. But Nicky wanted snow white mittens. And finally, Baba made them. After she finished, she said, "When you come home, first I will look to see if you are safe and sound, but then I will look to see if you have your snow white mittens." So off Nicky went, and it wasn't long until one of his new mittens dropped in the snow and was left behind. A mole, tired from tunneling along, discovered the mitten and burrowed inside. It was cozy and warm and just the right size, so he decided to stay. A snowshoe rabbit came hopping by. He stopped for a moment to admire his winter coat. It was then that he saw the mitten. He wiggled in feet first. The mole didn't think there was room for both of them. But when he saw the rabbit's big kickers, he moved over. Next, a hedgehog came snuffling along. Having spent the day looking under wet leaves for things to eat, he decided to move into the mitten and warm himself. The mole and the rabbit were bumped and jostled, but not being ones to argue with someone covered with prickles, they made room. As soon as the hedgehog disappeared into the mitten, a big owl, attracted by the commotion, swooped down. When he decided to move in also, the mole, the rabbit, and the hedgehog grumbled. But when they saw the owl's glinty talons, they quickly let him in. Up through the snow appeared a badger. He eyed the mitten and began to climb in. The mole, the rabbit, the hedgehog, and the owl were not pleased. There was no room left, but when they saw his diggers, they gave him the thumb. It started snowing, but the animals were snug in the mitten. A waft of warm steam rose into the air, and a fox trotting by stopped to investigate. Just the sight of the cozy mitten made him feel drowsy. The fox poked his muzzle in. When the mole, the rabbit, the hedgehog, the owl, and the badger saw his shiny teeth, they gave the fox lots of room. A great bear lumbered by. He spied the mitten all plumped up. Not being one to be left out in the cold, he began to nose his way in. The animals were packed in as tightly as they could be. But what animal would argue with a bear? The mitten swelled and stretched. It was pulled and bulged too many times its size. But Baba's knitting held fast. Along came a meadow mouse, no bigger than an acorn. She wriggled into the one space left and made herself comfortable on the top of the great bear's nose. The bear, tickled by the mouse's whiskers, gave an enormous sneeze. Ha, 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 choo! The force of the sneeze shot the mitten up in the sky and scattered all the animals in all directions. On his way home, Nicky saw a white shape in the distance. It was the lost mitten silhouetted by the sky. As he ran to catch his snow-white mitten, he saw Baba's face in the window. First she looked to see if he was safe and sound, and then she saw he still had his new mittens. Thank you for watching, and please tune in next week for another episode of Sunday Storytime. Good night.
Hey guys, it's Miss Persani. We here at Baltz hope you are enjoying our weekly Sunday Storytime episodes as much as we are. We are having a blast reading to you and your families. We would love to see how you and your families watch us. Do you snuggle in bed with your iPad or iPhone? Do you watch it on your TVs and huddle all up on the couch? Send us your pictures to air on future upcoming episodes of Sunday Storytime. Also, do you have any favorite stories or favorite mindful minute techniques that you have heard or tried? Email us and let us know at baltzsundaystorytime@gmail.com and tell us about it. We can't wait to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and don't forget, you rock.
Good evening, Baltz community. Tonight we're going to do another breathing exercise called Breathe in Calm. We'll be using belly breathing again for this exercise. Remember, as you breathe in, your stomach should inflate first. Then the air fills up in your lungs. As you breathe out, you deflate your lungs first and then your stomach. Let's take a nice cleansing breath, breathing in through your nose for 4 counts and then breathe out. Ready? Breathe, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. Great job. Now, with each inhale we breathe, you're going to breathe in one positive thought. With each exhale we breathe, we'll breathe out one negative thought. So, sit up nice and tall, place your feet flat on the floor, put your hands in your lap, and find a place to focus your attention. You can try looking at the floor or try closing your eyes. So, let's begin. Breathe in calm. Breathe out nervous. Breathe in strength. Breathe out weakness. Breathe in confidence. Breathe out worry. Breathe in hope. Breathe out the past. Breathe in kindness. Breathe out hurt. Breathe in wisdom. Breathe out ignorance. Breathe in peace. Breathe out conflict. Breathe in acceptance. Breathe out doubt. Breathe in joy. Breathe out stress. Now take one final cleansing breath, breathing in for a count of 4 and breathing out for a count of 4. Ready? Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4. Now slowly wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, and open your eyes. Try breathing in some calm this week.
Hey guys, it's Miss Persani. Don't forget to like and share this video, and also make sure you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss another episode. Thanks for watching, and don't forget, you rock!